Hello there, one and all. Welcome back to the Grape Explorer. Today I am putting your knowledge of white wine and white grapes to the test with 10 questions to test your knowledge. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm the Grape Explorer. I do wine education, product reviews, lots of wine tasting and lots of wine quizzes. So if you're interested in wine, consider subscribing. As I say then, 10 questions to test your knowledge. We're going to jump straight into number one and looking at the country Greece. Santorini is known for its white wines made from which grape? Is it A, Nemea? Is it B, Assyrtiko? Is it C, Xinomavro? Or is it D, Ioietico? That last one's one of those ones that you can trip up on from a pronunciation perspective. As you all know, Santorini is an island in Greece, very famous for the way that it grows its vines. They grow them in a basket formation to protect the berries from the high winds that you get in Santorini. The correct answer here is B, it is Assyrtiko. Hopefully you're off to a good start there. Let's move on to question number two. Where in the world is Grüne Veltliner the most planted grape variety? Is it A, Australia, B, Germany, C, Austria, or D, Switzerland? This is something that's becoming more and more prevalent in the UK. I think a few years ago we wouldn't have found this at all. But I have certainly enjoyed plenty of good Gruner over the last few years, and I've only ever tried it from Austria. So the correct answer here is C, Austria. Moving on to question three, where you need to associate flavour characteristics with a particular grape. Typically, unoaked with herbaceous aromas and high acidity is a suitable descriptor of what? Is it A, Sauvignon Blanc? Is it B, Chardonnay? Is it C, Viognier? Or is it D, Grenache? For me, the clue here is the herbaceous aromas, perhaps thinking about things like grassier notes. I always get things like tomato plant on occasion when I have this particular grape. The answer is A, it's Sauvignon Blanc. Let's hope you got another one ticked off. Now moving on to question four, and perhaps a slightly trickier question. Savennières in the Loire are celebrated for their wines made from what? Is it A, Sauvignon Blanc? Is it B, Chenin Blanc? Is it C, Melon Blanc? Or is it D, Grenache Blanc? Now I've deliberately put a few varietals that you would find in the Loire here. Grenache Blanc is actually something that you wouldn't find in the Loire, but the other three you would, so it comes down to your knowledge of that particular area. In this case, the correct answer is B, it is Chenin Blanc, where they make some particularly celebrated styles. Okay, question five. How are you on your blending knowledge? What is the traditional blending partner of Sauvignon Blanc? Is it A, Riesling? Is it B, Chenin Blanc? Is it C, Viognier? Or is it D, Semillon? When I think of Sauvignon Blanc blends with something else, I tend to think about the wines of Bordeaux, where these types of blends are commonplace. The answer here is D, it is Semillon. Question six, and staying on the theme of blending, Marsanne originates in the Rhone Valley. Which other grapes does it typically blend with? Is it A, Roussanne and Grenache Blanc? Is it B, Roussanne and Gewürztraminer? Is it C, Chardonnay and Grenache Blanc? Or is it D, Chardonnay and Gewürztraminer? For those of you who know your Rhone Valley grapes, you'll be familiar that popular other grapes in that area are things like Roussanne and Grenache Blanc, and that is indeed the answer here. The answer is A. Question seven tests whether you know alternate names for grapes. Roll is officially accepted alternative name for which grape? Is it A, Verdecho, B, Viognier, C, Vermentino, or D, Veltliner? This is definitely for me something of a trickier one. As I was going through my books coming up with questions today, I have to admit I did not know this one at all, so I've learnt something as well. The correct answer here is C, it is Vermentino. Now let's see how well you pair a region and a grape with question number 8. The vineyards of Soave use which grape? Is it A, Garganega? Is it B, Grenache Blanc? Is it C, Godello? Or is it D, Graziana? This for me is a very typical type of exam question that you would be expected to understand and know. You know, pairing regions and grapes is very important in your wine education. In this case, the correct answer is A, it's Garganega. Now I'm going to give you another alternate name question, question number 9. In Germany, it is known as Grauburgunder. What is it? Is it A, Claret? Is it B, Chardonnay? Is it C, Pinot Blanc? Or is it D, Pinot Gris? Germany tends to have some more literal translations for some of their wines, you know, Weißburgunder, Spätburgunder, and this is no exception, Grauburgunder, meaning grey Burgundy. The answer here is D, it is Pinot Gris. And finally, question 10 is another region grape question. Albarino is predominantly grown in which Spanish region? Is it A, Rueda? Is it B, La Mancha? Is it C, Rías Baixas? Or is it D, Navarra? How's your Spanish knowledge? Pretty good? Albarino hails really in Spain from the northwest of the country, and there's only one region that fits here. It's C, Rías Baixas. How did you get on then? 10 questions about white wine and white grapes. Hope you enjoyed this quiz. Let me know in the comments section below what your score was. There are going to be further videos on rosé wine and red wine, so stay tuned for those as well. For now, I'm going to enjoy a white wine. This is a Viognier. I will see you all again soon, but for now, cheers.